Independent votes matter. Thanks for joining us for 13 News Live at 6. I'm Brooke Wagner.
And I'm Dan Mars. Election Day 2023 is just a month away. And while this off-year election is focused on local issues, some Arizona political activists want to put a major election change on next year's ballot.
They say opening up the state's partisan primaries would bring more voters into the process and make more votes count. 13 News reporter Bud Foster is live at the county complex in downtown Tucson to explain how it would work. Bud?
Well, yeah, this is really very, very interesting. I think you would be hard-pressed, Dan and Brooke, to find anybody who would say that our political system is a well-oiled machine. Problems continue to pop up like the border and budgets and homelessness. Nothing ever gets solved. However, now a group out of Phoenix, led by Republicans, think they might have an answer for that.
The problem in today's world is you have to be a Republican or a Democrat when a majority of the electorate is now unaffiliated.
Unaffiliated as in independent. The Secretary of State's website shows in July the number of independents for the first time outnumbered either the Democrats or the Republicans, and that has led to a lot of disenfranchised voters.
You know, the problem with the Republican Party today, and to some extent the Democratic Party, is hey, if you don't believe exactly what we say, we don't want you in the room.
And in today's system, if you're not beholden to either party, you have no home. As an independent to vote in the primary elections, they must register one party or the other to cast a ballot, parties the independents have already rejected.
As an unaffiliated voter, I'm having to pay for partisan primaries, and I can't participate unless I request one of their ballots. Why do we do that?
Coughlin worked for Republicans Senator John McCain and Governor Jan Brewer, but has become disillusioned with the two-party primary system, which he calls unfair to independents. Most Arizona lawmakers are elected during the primaries when independents don't have much of a say, rendering the general election moot to them.
We want to reduce those barriers to participation so anybody can access, an independent doesn't have to access a Republican or a Democratic ballot. Just give me a ballot and I'll vote on that ballot. And so we think that will increase voter participation.
To do that, his group will need to gather nearly 390,000 signatures to get the Make Elections Fair initiative on next year's ballot. The primary would be nonpartisan, and voters would vote for one candidate on one ballot with the names of all the candidates, regardless of party.
What the primary thrust of our initiative is to make sure that there are no partisan primaries anymore, that we eliminate all partisan influence in the primary, and we allow everybody to compete on an equal footing. That's a significant cultural change from where we are today.
Which could lead to more moderate candidates, less gridlock, and more compromise than the current system.
Because the system rewards partisanship. It rewards extreme points of view. It does not honor problem solving.
A majority of the politicians in the state of Arizona are elected by a minority of the voters. 80% of the elected officials are elected by 20% of the Republicans and only 15% of the Democrats. Make Elections Fair think that's very unfair, and they want to change that. Downtown at the county complex, I'm Bud Foster, 13 News.
Thank you, Bud.